hot sex. It would be great if that's what this story was about, but it's about the economy. Treasurer Scott Morrison set out his economic plan in a speech today. First idea, try to have another mining boom. But if that fails, he wants to try and repair the budget. Late last year, Scott Morrison said we have a spending problem, not a revenue problem. But if we don't have a revenue problem, what do we have?
We have an earnings problem.
So we don't have a revenue problem, but we do have an earnings problem. I'm starting to think Scott has a thesaurus problem. Does the government still have a spending problem? Not for me to say. But excuse me while I try to find $160 million to pay for a national opinion poll on a question the Parliament should be able to answer themselves. During the speech, Morrison warned about the potential for trillion-dollar debt, and the Treasurer's cautionary advice is already earning rave reviews from financial commentators.
It's so alarmist, it's pathetic.
And Koshy should know pathetic, he hosts Sunrise. Morrison stressed the need for Labor and the crossbench to support the plan for budget repair because the government has a mandate.
Now, this was the core component of the National Economic Plan for Jobs and Growth set out in this year's budget and that we took to the election and was endorsed at that election.
And what an endorsement! Only took Turnbull a week after election night to declare victory. And Morrison didn't just taunt today's Labor Party, he went old school.
Do we any longer appreciate, really, the consequences of what actually happened when it all goes south? As we did more than 25 years ago when we had the recession we apparently had to have.
Yeah, take that, Treasurer from 1990. As for Morrison, he delivered the PowerPoint presentation we had to have. And what an agile presentation it was.
If we just go back to the earlier two, go back before that one. One more. Thank you. Oh, sorry, next one. No, forward. That's it. Great.
And I'm sad to report that beloved office assistant Clippy killed himself soon after that presentation. But aside from rehearsing your PowerPoint presentation, Scott Morrison taught us another important lesson. You don't know how good you've had it.
A generation, it is true, has now grown up not ever knowing a recession, of seeing unemployment rates at more than 10%.
He's right. A lot of young people have only seen unemployment rates at more than 12%. That's right. I've got graphs, motherfucker, for the feed. I'm Mark Humphries.